What happens when a freshly appointed CEO gets shown the door just months into the job, during one of the toughest times in the company's history? Today on BizNance Hub, we're diving into the corporate shakeup that's sending shockwaves through the retail world. Kohl's, already struggling with plummeting sales and stock prices, just removed its new CEO, Ashley Buchanan, under a cloud of controversy. It's not just a leadership crisis, it's a lesson in risk, reputation, and retail survival. Let's break it all down. It's not every day you hear about a CEO getting fired, especially just months into their role. But that's exactly what's happened at Kohl's, and the timing couldn't be worse. Ashley Buchanan, who only recently took the reins at the retail giant, is already out. The company's board has moved quickly, and the story behind it raises serious questions. According to a board investigation, Buchanan allegedly pushed Kohl's into doing business with a vendor he had personal ties to. We don't yet know the full nature of that relationship, but the problem is clear. Millions of dollars in company contracts were reportedly funneled to this vendor, triggering immediate scrutiny. This controversy couldn't have come at a worse moment. Kohl's stock has already tumbled nearly 50% this year, and they were already under pressure to turn things around. When Buchanan was hired, the company was in the midst of a serious slump. Revenues had declined for 12 consecutive quarters. Sales were weakening, the economic outlook was grim, and consumer confidence was taking a hit. Kohl's needed a fresh start, a bold turnaround, and the board thought Buchanan was the man for the job. After all, they were paying him $20 million for his first year alone. But that plan didn't last long. One of Buchanan's first major moves was cutting 10% of the company's corporate workforce. It was a clear signal. Kohl's was trying to tighten operations and reposition itself. But layoffs alone couldn't fix the bigger problem: a shrinking customer base and a worsening economic environment. The retail sector is being hit hard right now. Rising inflation, reduced consumer spending, and global uncertainty are pressuring nearly every major company. And it's not just Kohl's. Giants like McDonald's, GM, and JetBlue have all warned of weaker demand and tougher times ahead. CEOs everywhere are facing challenges with pricing, margins, and navigating international tariffs. It's a retail downturn across the board. So when Kohl's suddenly found itself in the middle of a CEO scandal, investors and employees were rattled, but perhaps not surprised. That's likely why the board acted quickly. They named Michael Bender, a board member with deep retail experience, as interim CEO almost immediately. He's held key leadership roles at several top-tier retail companies, so there's hope that he can provide stability while the search begins for a permanent replacement. Still, this situation is far from ideal. Kohl's was already in survival mode. Now, with its leadership in flux, it faces even more uncertainty. The company needs to rebuild trust, improve performance, and prove to investors that it can weather this storm. All eyes are on the next steps. The reality is, scandals like this aren't just about ethics. They hit the bottom line hard. Shareholders lose confidence, employees lose morale, and customers start questioning the brand. That's why governance and leadership integrity are more important than ever. It's going to be an uphill battle for Kohl's. But with a seasoned interim leader in place and a decisive board taking action, there's at least a chance they can right the ship. We'll be watching closely to see who steps in next and whether Kohl's can stage a real comeback. If you found this breakdown helpful, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to BizNance Hub for more deep dives into the biggest moves in business and finance. Your support helps us bring you fresh, engaging content every week.